Good day, everyone. Today we will discuss about tangents and secants of a circle. A tangent to a circle is a line coplanar with the circle and intersects it in one and only one point. The point of intersection of the line and the circle is called the point of tangency. So let us take an example to understand these descriptions. So here in the example, we have line PQ, here, which intersects circle C at point A here. So circle C and line PQ intersects at point A. So PQ is a tangent line and point A is considered as the point of tangency. Dahil yung point A, ito yung point kung saan nag-i-intersect. If I repeat, point A, dito nag-i-intersect yung tangent at yung circle. So, iisa lang na point na nag-i-intersect yung circle at isang linya at tinatawag yang tangent. Okay? So, did you understand? Okay, let's proceed with our next slide. Now let us be oriented with the postulate on tangent line. So to illustrate, consider circle V on the right. Then you have point U is on the circle. Then one and only one line can be drawn through U that is tangent to the circle. Diba? So iisang linya lang ang pwede nating drawing mula sa point U. At based sa ating description kanina, itong point U ay sinasabi nating ito ang point of tangency between circle V and line AU. Okay. Now let us discuss the theorems on tangent line. So first, the first theorem states that if a line is tangent to a circle, then it is perpendicular to the radius drawn to the point of tangency. So if we have a line AB is tangent to circle Q at point R, diba? Then it is perpendicular to radius QR. Diba? So, yung AB dito, line AB ay isang tangent line at yung circle dito ay tinatawag na circle Q. Then yung R dito, point R, ay sinasabi nating point of tangency. So, kung ganyan man ang nangyayari, if a tangent line intersect to the point of tangency, then it is known that it is perpendicular to a radius drawn in that point to the center of the circle. So that's it. That's how we interpret the first theorem on tangent line. Next. Second theorem, it states that if a line is perpendicular to the radius of a circle at its endpoints that is on the circle, then the line is tangent to the circle. So we have here, if a line CS is perpendicular to radius LT at point L, then it is tangent to circle T. Di ba? So kung mayroon ng radius given dito which is TL, at kung yung tangent line intersects on the point of tangency and it is perpendicular to the radius of a circle, therefore that line is a tangent. So the first theorem is just related with the second theorem. Their commonality between theorem 1 and theorem 2 is that they form 90 degrees angle, or they are perpendicular. The tangent and the radius are perpendicular. So that is the commonality between the two theorems. Okay, so let us proceed with the next theorem. It says that if two segments from the same exterior point are tangent to a circle, then the two segments are congruent. So given here we have, if line segment GW and line segment GW are tangent to circle E, then line segment DW is just congruent to line segment GW. So that is the relationship between the two tangent that intersects to a circle. So then these two tangents are congruent from each other. Okay, so that is the third theorem. Okay, so let's proceed. Now let us discuss about common tangent. So a common tangent is a line that is tangent to circles in the same plane. If you can see, we have two categories of a common tangent. So first, we have common internal tangent. And it says that common internal tangents intersect the segment joining centers of the two circles. Diba? So we have here line C, line C, and we have line D here. Again, we have line C. Then we have line D. And these lines are common internal tangent between circle D and circle E. And if you try to notice, there is a line segment that connects the center of the circle. And this line segment that connects the two circles intersect with these two tangent. So that is why that is one of the category of a common tangent, which is in the internal tangent. Okay. Then another one is common external tangent. It says that it do not intersect the segment joining the center of the circle. So, di ba, we have a line segment that connect circle M and circle N. Then meron dalawang tangent dito, pero ito ay hindi nag-i-intersect doon sa line segment connecting the two centers of the circle. So, those are the two categories of a common tangent within the two circles. Okay, let's proceed. So, tangent and secant, segment and rays that are contained in the tangent or intersect the circle in one and only point are also said to be tangent to a circle. So here in the figure, we have line segment MN, diba? Line segment MN. If we have line segment MN here and ray QR, so we have ray QR, they are tangent to circle S. Diba? So a segment and array can be considered as tangent to circle S if one and only point they intersect. Diba? They intersect in one and only point to the circle. So they can be considered as tangent if that is the characteristic between the two, between segment and rays. Kinakailangan lang na nag-i-intersect sila sa circle in one and only point. Diba? Yan lang naman ang qualifier upang sabihin natin na ang isang line segment, isang line or isang ray ay mako-consider bilang tangent. Okay, so did you follow? Okay, next. So let us discuss now about secant. A secant is a line that intersects a circle at exactly 2 points. A secant contains a chord of a circle. So we have here an example, a circle A, and we have line MN, which is a secant line, diba? A secant line because it intersects the circle at exactly 2 points. Then a secant contains chord, diba? Line segment MN is also a chord, diba? Then it can also be considered as secant if it goes beyond the circle, diba? That is already a secant. Okay, next.